Hello my fellow admins and welcome to another episode of ScriptRunner Guides. Void.admin here, and in this video I will show you a nice guide on how you can use this feature from ScriptRunner, how you can create a scripted field, how you can customize it, and also I will show you two examples of custom scripted fields which are using Groovy. So let's start. As you can see on my screen, I'm in the layout of scripted fields from ScriptRunner, but how we can get it here, let's say that you are on dashboard on another page on JIRA, and what you need to do in order to get to the scripted fields layout and configuration is to go in this settings wheel here, click ScriptRunner, and here you have multiple tabs. From ScriptRunner you just need to click fields and you are voila in this layout. So here I have like two examples that I will be showing you afterwards, but right from the start we need to create a scripted field, and for this we have this nice blue button here, create script field, and we click on it. And now we have multiple options. So today in this let's say demonstration how you can create one, I will use this issue type picker one, but as you can see you have multiple options which are built in that you can choose of. I can click on this and we have the issue picker layout creation here. So for your information, field name, field description, and field note, and this custom script console is used in every type of scripted field. So but for this particular example we also have JQLs, right? Because for example this will show multiple issues from a JQL that is given in this field, and you can customize the layout of how you want to view this in the view screen of that ticket, right? So from the start, let's say by giving this name, so let's go with reference, because I also want to explain the difference between an issue picker scripted field and the linked issues JIRA out of the box field. Because for example this issue picker is much more customizable. Like you cannot customize linked issues field from JIRA or on how it can look on the view screen, right? But this can be customized. So and also this is not like a general configuration. For linked issues you need to add a new link inbound and outbound, and that will show for all the projects in your JIRA environment if you don't have any filters on each specific project that you don't want to show those linked issues, right? But this is customizable, and also you can create this only for one project or two projects, let's say, because it's based on a field configuration that you can map, right? So I have given this field name reference that we can reference a ticket to another ticket. I will not add any description or notes. Here in the JQL, you want to specify what list of issues you want to see from the dropdown, right? So here, let's say that I want for a specific project, right? So I will choose the project equals, I have a Scrum base project here, and I want the issue type, let's say that I want it for Epic, right? I choose Epic, right? So at the moment we also have like this helping thing that it also helps us to see if the JQL is correct that we inputted here. We also have this check mark here, but here you have a hyperlink where you can click and it will redirect to another page here where you can see all the issue types, all the issues from this particular JQL, right? So we have 9 hits here. You also can choose it to have multiple options, but I'll go with single for this example, and also have a placeholder text. I like it so much because in JIRA you cannot actually have placeholders besides like text fields. Like for text fields you can add a placeholder via behaviors, but not for all the fields. So for example for this you can let's say please choose an epic connected to this ticket, right? So the user sees the placeholder and knows what it needs to choose from this particular custom field. And fields to search, basically you use these two fields in order to properly search strings from that ticket that you want to choose in that issue picker, right? So you can try to search it by key or by summary. It will work in both ways, and I recommend also, they recommend from ScriptRunner not to remove this, because it will be difficult for the user to find that particular issue that they are searching for it. Right, so we have the configuration script console here, but we'll not use it for this example. I will show how you can configure the layout afterwards, and also you can preview the issue key to see how this actually this scripted field will show on the view screen, right? But I will just add it now with using this add button. I will configure the screens for this. So basically I just clicked configure screens. You can do it afterwards in the settings of this custom field, because you can actually find this custom field in the custom fields in JIRA, right? So I'll just add it for 3 screens here, so I can have it for this project directly. And now what I want to see, it's basically this scripted field that we created in our project, right? So I have this project. I'll just open a new tab, and if I click on create, now let's say I have this, let's say issue type story, and we have this record and edit video. Let's choose a summary. We have reporter. We don't care about non-mandatory fields for sure. Okay, so now you can see that we have this reference custom field here, and this is the scripted field that we created previously. So we also have the placeholder text. Please choose an epic connected to this ticket. The user clicks on the dropdown and it sees the 9 matches that we have. If it's like over 20, it will show only 20 matches. What is outside those 20, let's say that we have 1000 issues in that particular JQL, the user needs to type something in this search box in order to find it based on issue key or summary as we configured. All right, so let's choose for Scrum 23 urgent, and let's create this ticket. And now we created the ticket, and as you can see, it shows it's here in the view screen as reference, and it also have the icon, issue key as link, the summary, priority, which is the icon, and also the status here. So this is how you create a scripted field, but now I can show you how you can customize the layout, like you can control how it can be viewed from the user in the view screen, so you can control the layout of this, right? So for example, with linked issues from JIRA, you cannot control how it shows for the user in the ticket visualization, but for this you can control it. If you don't want, let's say that you don't want the status and priority shown here, you can remove this, right? So for that, we'll use that console here, and you can use this console to show basically everything, right? And hide everything you want. And I will just, for this particular example, I will show a snippet, which is like an example from ScriptRunner. They have multiple examples here that you can choose it. And here example is customize the display value of an issue. So let's say that we don't want to see this to-do, this priority, and also we don't want to see the icon. And here we don't want to see the summary. Let's say that we want to see a custom field value from that reference, because that custom field value is important for us, right? So we click to copy, and we copy the script, we paste it here, and here we need to do like one simple modification, which is the field that we want to go for it. And let's say that we want task choice, and we just paste the string here because we get the custom fields objects by name. So here, this is the only thing that you need to change from the example. The rest of it, it's already done. So what we need to do here is to update it. And now we updated the layout of how this scripted field is presented in the view screen of our ticket, right? So if we go here, you see this was the old layout. And if we refresh it, this is the new layout, right? So we have the hyperlink of the issue key. So we can actually open it in a new tab. We can see that ticket. And also we have the information, which is the value of the task choice, which is the custom field that we want the information to be shown in this story, right? So if we check the value of it, we can see the task choice is YouTube here, and maybe this is one example that you can customize it as you wish, right? So basically this is like how you can create using this issue type picker field. You can customize it as you wish using the console. And now let's get into the two separate examples that I prepared for you, right? So I created two scripted fields with custom type, right? So you know, when you create a scripted field, you have this custom scripted field. So I created two separate ones with two different examples for you. Yeah, like you can actually use this code because it's free, and you can see the customization part of it if you are using the custom one, right? So the first one is message. So I wanted to create like a message type for the user in the view screen where they can see a warning, an information, or an error. So you know that there is this class with warning messages, info messages, and error messages. I choose the warning one, right? So if we go in this scripted field here, I have the script, and also I choose the template text field because I need this template text field in order for me to show the HTML class. So I use the class which is the warning one, so you know, the triangle, and I just added some text here using HTML and how this is looking. If we go, let's say on an epic, right? So we are choosing this epic. You see that we have this scripted field which is called message, and here we are just presenting this display, nice display layout for the user. Is like a warning, please make sure that the code is approved. This is like an example. You can put anything here, and you can actually use HTML to add spaces, everything you want, bold, whatsoever, right? But this is like an example. And also you can use this, if we actually choose, let's see, I think it was like this, info, and we just update this, and if we refresh it, you can see this is like a blue one, which is like an information. It's not something warning an error, and it shows with blue. And we have here, yeah, we need to scrap this warning. It's like info, but this was like from this part here, so we can actually change it to info. So you can actually see that this is like changeable, and this is like an example how we can use scripted fields in order for us to, I don't know, present for the user like a nice layout for JIRA, and how you can customize the scripted field. So this is one example. I will actually also put this code into the description of this video. I already pushed both examples to my GitHub repository, and you can freely take them. It's free, and you can customize these templates as you wish. Right. So the next example that I have for you, it's the time in deployment example. So this is actually like a calculation, like a subtraction between two date and time fields. And actually, this is super common, right? Like you want in some cases, you want to find the difference between two date fields. Let's say that you want to find how many days are between them, how many hours or minutes or so on, right? So I choose to go in an example of a deployment, right? So let's say that we have two date fields, which is like the start of the deployment and the end of the deployment, and we want to find out how many hours are between each other, right? So the subtraction between the end deployment time and the start deployment time, right? So we find how much time we have in deployment. So we also need it as a text field multi-line because it's a template, because we return a string and not a date type, date and time type value. So as you can see, this script is doing that. We are using time category class to do the subtraction. After that, we do the conversion. And if we go, let's choose the same epic here, and let's change the deployment start tomorrow at 2:23 p.m. Let's say tomorrow let's put it at 10 p.m. Almost at night, that the deployment is over. And now if we update the ticket, we click on update, and as you can see, the time in deployment, which is our scripted field that I have it as an example here, it shows 8 hours, right? So between 2 and 10:23, there are 8 hours shown, and we can see the time in deployment, it's 8 hours. So this is like a super nice example. It's like, it could be common in all different situations here, but I choose like the deployment because it's easier to understand. So also don't forget that I add this template below. We can find in my Git repository. And basically these are like my examples for scripted fields. You could see like the issue picker is an example provided by the ScriptRunner from their list. And also I provide like 2 examples, which is using the custom scripted field type. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any other questions regarding this video or any other videos from my channel, don't forget to leave a comment below. Also subscribe to my channel, it will help a lot in the future and in the present for sure. And also like the video if you like it. And if you have multiple questions or so on and you don't want to use the comment section of YouTube, you can find me on Discord. I'll be posting my Discord link below, and also you can find multiple templates, script templates on my GitHub repository. So that is pretty much it for today's video, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace!